Hi everyone, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are you wherever you are in the world? When you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you all for your comments on my last reading, and for all those that kept it high instead of going low. Those that went low get removed from the channel. Well, they get blocked, don't they? If you insult or whatever, those opposing views that are polite and gracious, they stay, but insults, they go. So it might be good to remember before you waste your time writing an insult. Mostly that was over the Canadian trucker reading. I've since pinned a comment underneath that. I read intuitively on that, and if you want to hear the reading, go back and have a look. But I understand now just how nefarious some of those energies are. People carrying Trump flags, MAGA flags, shrieking for Trump, swastikas, Nazi flags, all of those elements are there. Holding people up in the street, blocking them from passing, and a state of emergency has been declared in Ottawa. So that really tells you a lot. There are photos in Australia of the same sorts of energies there. They are violent energies, they are extremist energies, and unfortunately this was the energy that is associated with the ex-president that he unleashed in a way. It was always there, and it was always, bubbling along there alongside of things. But as the supposed alleged president of the United States, he legitimized it and allowed it to come to the surface. Now there's a big fight to draw back from that, and indeed the midterms in the US and the presidential elections in 2024 are critical. This is the way I see it. I see that people will vote for stability, and that the Republicans are underestimating those voters in their pursuance of sanctioning this kind of extremism and fascist type of energy. They are actually shooting themselves in their foot. And I think the midterms will come out quite favourably for the Democratic Party as a result. For any party that is stable, that is, logical in a way, truthful. And of course, we continue to see the grifting coming off the big lie. Doesn't matter what lie it is, but there is a hell of a lot of grifting coming from two things: lying and extremism. And I guess with that comes conspiracy theories. So we know that it's part of our transition. The North Node in Taurus, stability. The South Node in Scorpio, transforming, letting go of what needs to be let go of. We are clever people. We know what we need to do. And it doesn't mean that it will be textbook. It means that we will be quite innovative. That's that Uranus energy. So Pluto will bring up what we need to see. Uranus will cause us to think laterally and to break with perhaps solutions in the past and to come up with new ways of doing things. So a couple of things I want to talk about today. First of all, there was a period when I was reading on the ex-president where I said he's ripping up documents. I just see him ripping things up. Well, now we know he did. He ripped up official records. He also took some records with him to Mar-a-Lago. And they have since been retrieved, and many times the Office of National Archives got records that have been pasted back together. There is a Presidential Record Act which says it's illegal to do that. Will he ever be charged? Will he ever have to pay for that? For what he did, for breaking the law? Well, that's another question. What I do see is that he will be indicted, and it will occur wherever that comes from. There's a litany of cases that he's facing, but he will face an indictment before 2022. January 6 committee will hold those public hearings, will release the evidence, and that will be enough for voters in the midterms to vote with stability. I wonder when the GOP is going to catch up to that fact. Perhaps those that are breaking with Trump already understand that instability, violence, extremism isn't going to win the majority elections. Okay, so today I want to go to Stacey Abrams, and you'll go, okay, why? When I was reading on her in the past for VP, I felt she had a big role to play. If it wasn't for VP, I said she's instrumental. We know just how instrumental she is in Georgia. I go to Georgia as a new model, the metamorphosis that is happening in US politics. It's like Georgia is a litmus, some kind of litmus test there. And we have Reverend Warnock, Senator Warnock and Senator Ossoff. At the moment, Senator Ossoff is proposing a bill that would prohibit trading of stocks by Senators. Schumer, head of the Senate, Democrats in the Senate, Democratic Party in the Senate, Chuck Schumer has urged all the senators to get behind it. We'll see who opposes that and why. That will be very interesting. Will Sinema and Manchin oppose it? And what on earth could stop them opposing it? It's just good governance. Be interesting to see. So when I was reading on Stacey, I had a brilliant shooting orb when I mentioned her name. She's going to run for governor in the next Georgia governor elections, and that's what I want to look at. I also want to look at her chakras as well as part of my Inspirational People series. I haven't done one for a long time. Let's take a look at her chakras, please. We'll have the base chakra, which is our anchor. It's where we get our stability. It's also the other side of the coin, where we get our instability or our insecurity from. Our insecurity, which can cause instability. Then we'll go to the sacral chakra, which of course is self-expression, confidence. And then we move to the solar plexus, wisdom, awareness, learning the lessons. We move to the heart chakra, love, how we resonate, how we vibrate, love. Throat chakra, how we communicate. Third eye chakra, how we perceive, how we see. Our psychic senses. And the crown chakra, our connection with our higher purpose and with spirit. So just putting Stacey Abrams in the frame there. So I'm seeing straight away the death card, which means that she is transforming. That's scorpionic energy. This is about the past move being behind us and the future in front of us. Stacey Abrams, I want to look at her chakra, please. That tells me she knew from a very early age what needed to be changed. Generally how change makers are made. I've got a couple of cards. I'll keep going, but we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got fire energy, and we've got the Ace of Wands. So she, oh good God. Sorry, but there's the death card at the base of the pack, and the Knight of Swords, the truth. At a very early age, she understood the truth. Stacey understood the truth, and she understood that the only way you can change an untruth, a lie, a deception, the only way you can do that is to be fearless and fearlessly pursue your passion, what motivates you. The death card in this pack, I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot, is holding a sword here. It's the first time I've seen the sword. The sword, the Knight of Wands, the truth. Okay, that's interesting cards to come out. Seems like she's defending the truth. Stacey Abrams chakras, please. Spirit, thank you for leading the way for me. Stacey Abrams chakras. So the base chakra, we have the Ten of Pentacles, family, legacies, heritage, very important to her. Unsurprising, I'll bring the laptop down in a minute. Unsurprising, we have, well, I'll bring it down now so you can see it unfold. So the base chakra is the Ten of Pentacles. She inherited a lot from her family. Her family gave her stability. Her family are very important to her. Her family gave her some kind of structure and stability. Family gave her stability. Now, I'm not sure about wealth, but the pentacles are not just money. The pentacles are around being very firmly grounded, and this you'll see in her energy. It's in her base chakra. She has her feet on the ground. Now, she has the Chariot in her sacral chakra. Look at this. She knows a pathway, she knows a crossroads. When she sees it this way or that way and she wants to get there quickly, highly motivated. Let's look at her solar plexus chakra, the Devil. Okay, so she is aware of toxicity, greed. Okay, she's aware of everything that led to forming her as she grew. She had a stable base. She wants to do things quickly. What does she want to do? She wants to transform. Interesting scorpionic energy. And don't forget the nodes are in the South Node is in Scorpio. I transform. Okay. Let's take a look at the Devil is moving through toxicity. It's actually Capricornian energy, but it is moving through toxicity, transforming, picking up that scorpionic energy, transforming what? Transforming the Devil energy. So she is very much a person for our times, remembering that Pluto is in Capricorn and is unearthing what we need to see about how money talks in America. Now, remembering she's not hung up on money. She's already feeling quite secure in herself. She doesn't need riches at all. But her solar plexus chakra, she is aware of the toxicity that surrounds money. In her heart chakra, why are we not surprised? The Queen of Pentacles. Not only does she provide for herself, but she provides for others. She brings stability. Again, I'm seeing the North and South nodes. North node in Taurus, earth energy, grounded. She's working to bring, and this again, her heart chakra, how she expresses love, to bring security and stability to others. That's how she expresses her love for others. It's not just for herself. The Queen of Pentacles provides for everyone else as well. Beautiful. And that's a really strong earth energy here. I see a lot of earth energy giving her quite a lot of strength in her energetic body. Okay, let's look at her throat chakra. Oh yeah. Libran energy, justice, the justice card, balance. Why are we not surprised when this person opens her mouth? She speaks about justice. When she communicates internally with herself and externally with others, it is about justice and balancing those scales. Let's see what's in the third eye. Interesting, the Tower. She knows what needs to be reformed. These are very powerful cards. Old structures, the Devil, Capricornian energy here. Needing what needs to be greed, avarice, what needs to be transformed, broken down so things can be rebuilt. She's an agent of change. And we finally see what's here in the crown chakra. We've got the Five of Cups. This has come in some way. She's experienced the loss. I guess any person who faces discrimination based on the colour of their skin in a state that is run, in the South, has an emotional loss. It can be disenchantment. It can be disappointment. But there are 2 cups remaining. So in terms of our journeys, they're not our spiritual journeys in this lifetime. It's not always Shangri-La. She maybe needs to transform her. This person in the crown chakra, instead of looking at the loss, there's something on the table that has been given to her. So maybe she needs to take the time. What is clarifying that is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, crown chakra. That is interesting. I love that Spirit layers these readings for me in the way that they should be layered. The 5 of Cups here, loss. What is clarifying that card? It's Jupiter energy. It is things changing. So her purpose in life is to be an agent of change. Perhaps she is so successful because she's hooked in to what people have lost at a justice level. And the Wheel of Fortune means that she is divinely guided at the crown chakra level, hence why that shooting star of an orb turned up when I was reading about her on for Vice President. At the base of the pack, we have the Queen of Cups. She does need to look after herself, and there will be energies that will try and unseat her. Perhaps she needs to channel this sort of energy and understand this sort of energy will bring forward the detractors. So her race for the governorship of Georgia. I'm not sure when does that occur. Is that 2024? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at how that ends up. All right, Stacey Abrams, so inspirational there, but there's a personal cost for everything she does. That transformation that she's so passionate about. There are personal costs to everything. Okay, governorship in Georgia, will she succeed? Yes, I know why that 5 of Cups is there. Also, she was robbed by the purging of hundreds of thousands of voters in Georgia when she ran before. She faced some terrible voter suppression. Okay, Stacey Abrams, will she win the next governorship of Georgia, please? Will she win the next governorship of Georgia? There's some very negative energy there. The Knight of Wands would suggest there's movement forward. Look at that dragon sitting atop the mountain. I'm using my Everyday Witch Tarot for those that are asking. The Death card, interesting. So movement, ending something as well. The Death card transforming something. So the question is the movement strong enough here to give her that? And it would appear that there are some divine forces at work. So she ends something and she moves something forward. The Moon card in the past, this Plutonian energy, things coming up from the depths of that murky pond, the underworld. What's in the sky? The 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is people having to make choices. It's Neptunian energy, something coming into form. What is in form? Will people make the right choice? Will those choices be allowed to be made? Or is there so much illusion there that nobody can make a choice? Seems like the immediate future brings forward truth. Her journey's not easy at all. The Knight of Swords, though, with the Knight of Wands, she's got mobilisation, and she will continue to mobilise in her run up to the governorship. The 6 of Wands in the here and now. She is victorious. She already has victory under her belt in what she has done, bringing people together, registering voters, fighting against voter suppression. Let's see what's in the hopes and fears. Abundance, the Empress card. Gestation is something new being born. The outcome card, it seems like the Hierophant, the universe will have its way. I'm going to call it. I'm going to say that there's a good chance with the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant card that she will be successful. However, there is abuse still there. So what are the Republicans going to do in the lead up? The King of Cups, the Biden's card, president. So it seems like what the GOP will try and do, this Hierophant energy is much stronger, much smarter. Let's see what is at the base of the pack. She will get justice. Justice is coming. And it seems like the boundaries will need to be put in place. It's a battle. And she understands that more than anybody else. So I'm going to call it with that. I mean, that's probably one of the most spiritual cards there. In its highest iteration can mean government. And that I asked, that was the outcome card. So I'm going to call it and say at this stage, while there is going to be abuse there and people trying to end her campaign, and it's not going to be easy, it seems like there's some kind of spiritual force here at work with her. So I'm just going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. Next in my series of inspirational people. I feel like sometimes we need that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support of the channel and all that you do for me with your donations, comments and support. They are always gratefully received and acknowledged with gratitude. Thank you again.